So this will be my first video of myself posted on YouTube and shit. But I live out here in the wilderness, and I need structures built before winter hits, and I need a sawmill to do that. And I'm poor; I don't have any money whatsoever. I'm struggling for food, but my blade broke on the mill, and the only option I really have is to weld it myself with a little piece of shit 110 inner shield unit. I think I got for free somewhere, at some point in time. What choice do I got? The way I see it is, it's already broken. I ain't gonna do much more damage to it. But if it works, then I got something to roll with for at least a little bit. If it breaks again, well, I'll just keep on welding it, I guess. It broke right at their weld seam, so I guess I'll update you on what happens. But this is what I got going on here. A little POS 110 running off of a Champion generator, copper backing, clamped down to a couple strong backs. We're gonna weld it, let it cool, grind it, flip it over and repeat, and then let that cool as well, then put her back on and take her for a spin, see how she does. Seeing as how it's pretty thin, probably just trigger it in and then go from there. So let's see, about right there. Don't take much. I'll let that cool. Turn it down and put it over the feet. Flipped over. Looks like it make a very, very minuscule incision right down that seam. Call it a band gouge. And then reroute it. other fine for welding on the ground. Here, I went over the blade. I did that on purpose. So once I grind it flat, I'll come back and make sure that this is completely straight. That'll give me a little bit to work towards that existing blade's edge. But that's pretty much it. Alright, so if you can see here, that tooth is supposed to have a nice radius to it, you know, like this right here. But since it's so hot, it's gonna blow through that. So I got to come back through, trigger that in, really lightly sand that down, doll that up, and then have that nice smooth transition again. This is after I welded it and flipped it back over on the previous ground side. So I'll have to just hit that with a grinder really quick and should be okay. Knock these little dingleberries off there. That should be just about it. I also forgot to mention that copper backing is kind of important because weld's not going to stick to it. That's why we use that, and then try and get these strong back plates fairly close to that weld joint to reduce the heat warpage. When you grind, use both sides of the disc. So what I mean by that is if you have your surface that you're grinding, use this side and this side so it shaves it flat. Don't use this edge unless you really have to. Just kind of knock the heavier stuff down with that edge and then come back through and get it with both sides of that disc. You'll end up with a nice flat grind. It's not going to be dished out. So now that I got that all repaired, I got this tapered bit that fits pretty nice, and that I'm just gonna hook that up into this drill and just doll this up just a little bit more. This right here, that's just a little low spots. I'm not too worried about that. It's not interfering with anything. And then I'll just hit this edge with this bit, so that way this will all be uniform. That's basically it. Maybe it'll help one of you all out there. Who knows? Since my phone's a piece of shit, it stopped recording. But I made my first cut. That's pretty damn straight. I think it actually cut better than it did before. But I'll get this all set up and see if it'll record cutting it again. Well, my phone's still a outrageous piece of shit. It stopped again on this fucking cut too, so I'm not even gonna bother with the third time. Hopefully you all will get it. It cuts. I just need a damn 4x4 out of this damn thing, and can't be hauling around no big ass logs because all my equipment's broken. I got no money, remember? Well, here's to you, YouTube.